Hello, everybody. It's your boy, Devin McBain. Back with a fire in my gut that's been burning for a little too long. I'm here to drag the South Yorkshire police and their Rotherham failures into the light, where their treachery against our kids and our sovereign people festers like an open wound. As a federal police officer for 8 years and a sexual assault victim intervention rep at my first duty station, I've seen the scars of survivors and the system's guts. What happens in Rotherham isn't just negligence. It's a betrayal so vile it borders on treason against the public we swore to protect as officers. Let's tear into the stats, the cover-ups, and the gutless excuses that let predators feast on our children. 1,510 kids betrayed. From 1997 to 2013, 1,510 children in Rotherham, some as young as 11, were groomed, raped, and trafficked by organized gangs, mostly men of Pakistani heritage. Oops. Yeah, per the 2014 Alexis J report, that's 1,510 lives shattered while SYP and the Rotherham Council turned a blind eye. Across England and Wales, grooming gangs commit over 2 child sexual offenses daily, with 700 group-based sexual exploitation cases. CSE, we'll call it. We'll cut it down. CSE. Cases that were recorded in 2023, the case report 2025. Picture it. Kids from foster care single-parent homes, scouted like prey, passed around like objects. As a savvy rep, I've seen them. Can you imagine being a 12-year-old treated as nothing but a vessel for some predator's filth? South Yorkshire let this happen, and that's a stain on their badge. When I was an officer, I swore an oath to protect. But SYP let 1,510 kids down. They let them be hauled out by monsters. That's not policing, that's abandonment. Every number is a child's scream ignored. The betrayal cuts even deeper. In 2025, 5 Rotherham survivors of these perfidious, filthy, wretched freaks, some as young as 12, during their abuse, came forward with allegations that make my blood boil. SYP officers didn't just ignore the gangs, they joined them. Claims include officers raping kids in marked patrol cars, threatening to hand victims back to abusers if they spoke out, and aiding kidnappings for exploitation. One survivor alleged a Pakistani heritage officer assaulted her in uniform. A 2013 whistleblower named PC Hassan Ali in a supposed no prosecution deal with gangs. Where they got their information. These are allegations, not convictions, but the pattern is sickening. Worse, the SYP is investigating itself. Smells like a cover-up to me. As an ex-cop, again, I'm ashamed to have ever shared title with officers who have done any of this wretched filth. Investigating themselves, that's not justice. It's a mockery. It's a mockery of everyone, everything that is culture. The 2025 case report confirmed that Pakistani men were overrepresented in Rotherham's grooming convictions. 68 men. all share 539 years in sentences via Operation Stovewood. Yet SYPN counsels dodge action for fear of being called racist, per the J report. And they ignored evidence as early as 2001 per a 2022 IOPC report, prioritizing home office targets like car theft over CSE because it was a performance metric. Officers claim it wasn't brought to our attention. We found out previously why their attention was never flagged for that. They were complicit. They chose stats over souls, is what they did. The Casey report found 2/3 of CSC cases lack ethnicity data, fueling distrust and letting predators slip right on through. They hid behind racism, the SYP. While kids were raped in crack dens. As a cop, I follow evidence, not politics. Ignoring Pakistani gangs to save face isn't policing, it is cowardice. It is a treasonous betrayal of the people. Call it what it is. SYP and Rotherham Council failed their duty to protect, treating victims as troublesome teens while predators just roam free. The IOPC found senior officers neglected their statutory duty for 20 years, yet nobody has been called out on it. Professor Alexis J., 2015, suggests political motives, preserving labor votes, played a role. Well, isn't that convenient? Whenever there's talk of noncery, pedophilia, the left's involved, isn't it? That's not just negligence, it's a stab in the back of every citizen. South Yorkshire's violent crime rates, 41.6 per 1,000 people. 119% of the national average shows a force stretched thin, but prioritizing burglaries over rape kids is a choice, not a necessity. Treason. When cops and councils let 1,510 kids be prey to safe boats or stats, that's a crime against the people. As an ex-cop, I say they've shamed the oath every one of us took. The 2025 National Inquiry into Grooming Games announced by Keir Starmer is a start. And honestly, he went from defending these freaks to this, you know what, whatever. As long as it's a turn to protect the kids. But it's decades late. Survivors, 97% white girls, often from foster care or single parent homes, were targeted, scouted in cruisers we paid for. They feel like nothing because SYP treated them as such. The SYP treated them like nothing, like meat, dismissing CSE to avoid Islamophobia accusations. I feel their pain. I feel like I feel their rage. As a savvy rep, I know survivors need more than inquiries. They need accountability. Fire the complicit, jail the guilty, and reopen every ignored case. Let's not get into the Me Too categories of just following dumb people down rabbit holes trying to get attention. Let's get these people off the streets. Talking about it is one thing, but I've seen survivors' tears and felt their despair. South Yorkshire left them to the wolves, then cried Islamophobia to dodge blame. We don't need inquiries. We need justice. Beyond angry. Beyond angry. I feel like I somehow failed those kids. It doesn't make sense. That's what emotion gets you. Like I should have been there to stop this filth. But rage alone won't fix it. As men, as protectors, we must get even. Demand SYP names every officer involved, from the brass who ignored the reports to the scum who allegedly joined the gangs. Push for mandatory ethnicity data to track predators, not hide them. Support the 2025 inquiry, but don't let it be another whitewash. These kids' blood calls to us, as do those nonsense blood. As an ex-cop, I won't rest until this perfidy is dragged into the gutter and crushed. And I think everybody should join me. Honor demands it. We don't get mad. We get even. Every nonce, every complicit cop belongs 6 feet under. Justice is for those 1,510 kids. That's what we were able to even report. We fight until the filth is gone from this world. I'm literally losing sleep over that. I need these freaks gone, and so do the kids. And it's our job as men to do this. It's in our blood. Let's get this done.